Oh, Kit,
Davie.
I got something for you to listen to.
Oh, okay.
Once upon a time, 3 years ago.
There you go.
Yeah.
Comfort food corner.
Comfort food. Fuck your sun-dried tomatoes.
Fuck your sun-dried tomatoes. Don't need any of that business.
Exactly.
Kit, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is my co-host Kit, and they use they, he pronouns.
Hey, this is my co-host Davie, who uses she, they pronouns, they, she pronouns.
And I didn't write it down, so tell me again where we can find you on the Instagrams.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Kit's a Beautiful Day, and you can also find me at Pacific Northwest Perfume or pacificnorthwestperfume.com.
And you can find me pretty much everywhere at iamdavefelton or iamdavefelton or at iamdavefelton.com.
www.iamdavefelton.com.
It does exist. Yes. Thank you to Patrick Pearsall for providing our music. Have a lovely week, everyone.
We'll see you next time.
Hey, Kit,
Hey, Davie.
it's next time.
It is.
Welcome back to Two Pans in a Pod.
3 years later.
3 years later, Season 3, Episode 1 of Season 3. I don't know what episode we're actually on. Is it like 18, 19? What are we doing?
I have no idea. But you know what? It's episode 1 of season 3.
Episode 1 of Season 3. This is my co-host, Kit. They use they, he pronouns, if I'm not mistaken still.
That is correct.
Yes.
And this is my co-host Davie, who's using she, her, she, they?
She, they.
She, they?
Yeah.
Okay. She, they. Here we are.
Hello.
Hello.
I have missed you so much.
I've missed you as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
A couple things have changed.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff.
We're going to get basically 9/10 of this whole podcast is going to be a catch-up corner.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back.
You as well.
You make me just so happy. So this happened just like out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
I got a wild hair and I texted Kit last week and I said, "You want to do a podcast?" And they were like,
Hell yeah. Absolutely. And I saw you made a post about new season coming.
yeah, which was supposed to be yesterday.
Which was supposed to be yesterday,
Uh-huh.
but then Tuesday was my partner's 30th birthday,
Right.
and so I texted Davie and I went, just kidding.
So by the time they'll be hearing this, it'll be actually Friday.
Yes, but I did see someone comment and go, "Oh, this is really funny timing. I just finished listening to season 2."
No kidding.
Yeah, so like I'm glad to hear that people are still listening to it and discovering it.
It's
and
been out there in the ether.
Yeah.
I've never taken it down. I mean, that's good quality content right there.
It is, yeah. And I hear from people occasionally who will go, "Hey, is there gonna be more Two Pans?" And I'm like, I don't know. Life is lifing.
Life
So
is
if it
certainly
happens,
lifing.
great.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so who wants to catch up first? What you been up to, Kit?
Gosh, I've been up to a lot. So I shut down Pacific Northwest Perfume as like a stocked perfumery. And so I'm still doing custom blends.
I love that.
So if people reach out to me and they're like, "Hey, I have a wedding coming up in 6 months or a year, like, can you build me a custom blend?" or like something like that. I'm still doing custom perfume work for people. And I do still have some of my scents in backstock. So if people reach out individually and they're like, "Hey, I really want a bottle of this," I might be able to help out with that. But I'm not running it as a fully stocked perfumery because I have opened my own tattoo shop. So
Wow.
I am in a private studio in downtown Bend. It's called Catabasis Tattoo. That's Katabasis, Catabasis Tattoo. And so I've had a ton of changes. I left the shop I had been working in and then left the next shop that I had been working in since the last time we recorded. And yeah, now I'm in a private studio. I have one other artist working for me who's pretty new on their journey. And it's been great to have another artist in the shop. And yeah, so that's kind of been the big thing is like opening, because I've been kind of running my own business. Like all tattoo artists are independent contractors,
Sure.
right? And so that's been kind of its own thing. But now it's like I am truly a small business owner.
You got to pay your own rent and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's still
Not just a booth.
It's still cheaper than the percentage I was losing.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you. It's also much less like stressful. I have control over every variable, and so I have full control over the entire experience that my clients have, from like the moment they reach out to booking to the moment I send them out the door. I can control every little thing, the music we listen to, all of that. Right now my studio is really hot because I don't have an air conditioner, so that's like the next thing that I'm looking to change, because I was not expecting 90-degree weather this early. I don't know.
We're having the dog days of summer in June instead of in August this year.
So, but yeah, big change with that. And I am moving to Bend in July.
Wow, you've been out in Redmond for a long time.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 years now, I think.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, we're moving to Bend. The commute finally started wearing on me. My partner's been sick of it for a while, but it finally started getting kind of tiring. And then we got really lucky. The childhood home of a friend of mine is up for rent through my friend's mom. And
amazing.
She was like, oh, I would much rather have someone I know, like, living in this house. And she lives on the coast now. And that way it's just easier for her to know what's going on with the house and stuff like that. So we got really, really lucky.
This place that we've been in that we're currently recording, and we've had it for 9 years.
Yeah.
And it's just the one single landlord, not a management company. It's the best way to go if you have to rent.
It really is. Yeah. Property management companies are really, really a pain. And the barrier for entry is crazy with those. It's like, oh, does each individual person living there make 3 times the rent? And if not, you need a cosigner and no pets, or, it's property management companies are really tricky to deal with.
It's difficult. Yeah. I can't say they're a necessary evil. They exist. Yeah. That's about all I can say about them.
They exist. And then we just wrapped up. I assistant directed a production of David Lindsay Abair's Rabbit Hole for Ellipse Theatrical Community. And that was with my mom. So my mom was directing it. For those listening who don't know, my mom is Lillian Linford Foreman. She's a very well-known theater person here in Central Oregon. She ran Magic Circle Theater at the local college for a number of years. Like, super, super experienced.
Your mom and I have been in at least one show together.
Yes. Yeah. And she's amazing. And I, in my 30s, have found myself wanting to direct, which is not something I thought I would ever want. So this was kind of my training wheels, and then I'm putting together a proposal for another show that I will take the main directing on, and my mom, as long as I don't cast her, will be my assistant director, because she's also an amazing actor. And there is one show I'm looking at that I'm like, I would love to direct my mom in this specifically. So like, we'll see. But and then after that, maybe the training wheels will come off and I'll start.
I love that.
Yeah.
We need more good directors in this town specifically.
Yeah, and I am seeing some new names. I'm seeing some new names and faces on upcoming shows. There are a few new directors that are kind of striking out, at least new to the area, that are striking out in their own local forays. And the theater community is booming. There's a ton of stuff going on here.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with a lot of things that are happening in this town.
Yeah,
it's great, because we had a little lull.
We did, yeah, we did. But it seems like we're back and we're thriving. Mm-hmm. So what about you? What's new?
Oh, gosh. I have added a few more grandkids
mm-hmm.
in the last 3 years. So grand total is now up to 5. Mm-hmm. I inherited a couple. Mm-hmm. So there's some step grandkids, but I count them all. So there's 8 total. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're a busy grandma.
Oh my gosh, it's been the funnest thing though, because like I get to pick up one of them from the bus stop and take her home every day. Mm-hmm. I get to just I don't know, be goofy with the other ones, take them out to eat or take them out for boba or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's excellent.
Yeah.
And are they all local? Or are they mostly
all here?
Wow.
My youngest had moved away for a while and then moved back last October.
Wow.
And so now I've got them all here.
So you are busy grandma.
I know, it's the best. It
That's
is the
awesome.
absolute best. Yeah. So that's been a lot. I didn't act for a while. I think the last thing I did was about the time that you and I recorded our last episode. I was assistant directing Spam-A-Lot in the park.
That's right. Yes.
And then I didn't for a while because that hurt a lot. I had no cartilage in either knee.
Yeah.
I was out of steam and out of time. I had put it off for as long as I could. So in the last 2.5 years, I've had 2 knee replacements. So I'm on titanium on both.
Excellent.
And I'm feeling so much better.
Good.
Like I remember remarking last Halloween running through the pumpkin patch with all the Grand Nuggets that I wasn't tired and I didn't hurt.
Yeah.
And that was huge.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
So and now I have accepted a role with Theater in the Park in the producers. It's a gender bent role. I'm playing a man, which I'm very picky about those.
Yes.
But this is a very, very gay, very, very over the top comedy role. I would never play like a straight role as a man.
Totally.
Yeah. But I'm very excited because I haven't done anything in theater in like 3 years.
Yeah.
So
That's
stoked.
awesome. And that is in August,
That's
right?
in August, the 14th and the 15th.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And if you want to get tickets for that, make sure you get on it once they're
Yeah.
on sale because Theater in the Park does tend to sell out.
Source Weekly has the tickets on their website.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or you can go to theaterinthepark.com, I believe.
Beautiful.
Theater in the Park Bend.
Bend is kind of a last minute town, but there's a couple events you don't want to sleep on tickets for, and Theater in the Park is one of them.
It sells out every year, and they add extra chairs that also sell out every year.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
yeah, don't sleep on this one. It's
Awesome.
fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm not familiar with the producers at all, so that's going to be really fun for me. I wasn't really a musical theater kid. I've always done like straight plays, and so
I want to do more of those because I feel like there will be more roles for an older woman in that kind of sense, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to sing female parts either. I'm not ready to sing that range.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know that I will ever be.
That's fair. And I think, it just depends so much too on like the role, right? But it's true that in musical theater in general, I think there are not, maybe I'm talking out of my ass here. We're gonna get an angry email. But I feel like in musicals there aren't as many toothsome roles for older women as there are in a lot of just plays.
I would say this with a caveat that if you're a character actor,
That's true.
you will always have a role.
That's true.
No matter your age or whatever. My darling sister is a character actor in Dallas. And, you know, she hasn't aged out of, she's aged out of certain roles. Neither of us are playing 19 anymore.
Totally.
But, you know,
Yeah.
you go for character roles, it's always, you know,
Yeah.
you're going to have something to play with.
That's true. Gosh, and I was thinking about it recently that if I had to pick a way to be like a famous actor, I think a character actor is the way to go, at least for my personality type. Like, it just seems like the most interesting roles, the coolest roles, like the most interesting things that get done in a series or in a film are often like with the character actors. But I also just do not want to be famous. That sounds horrible to me. That sounds like a nightmare.
You know what? The notoriety that I've developed over the last several years is way more than I ever thought I would have, and it sucks sometimes.
I remember you saying that you were at like Petco buying cat litter in like your pajamas or something, and someone was like, "Oh my God, are you Davie Felton?" And you're like, "Oh no."
I was on my way to I parked up at Cougar Hot Springs at the trailhead there, and was on my way to the hot springs at the trailhead, and somebody coming the other way from the hot springs paused. The gorgeous purple and blue hair person was like, "Oh my God, Auntie Davie?" I'm like,
You're like, "Hello.
I'm in the middle of the woods.
I'm about to go skinny dipping in a hot spring.
Yeah.
Good to see a fan."
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
great to meet a fan.
Glad you're leaving.
Yeah, I think that would be too much for me. I experienced like a little hint of virality, like something I did on TikTok went viral, and I immediately deleted my profile. I was like, no, not for me. Thank you. Hate this.
I have been targeted 3 times by libs of TikTok on Twitter, on shitter.
That's how you know you've made it, right?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, Shia Raychek knows who you are.
Oh, yeah.
No. That was not fun.
No, we had a fun one. Our roommate, who's no longer living with us, but he's a really lovely human. He showed up when we took him on. He came to meet us and see the house before we took him on as a roommate. And he showed up in a Be Gay Do Crime shirt. And I was like, great, this is going to work out great. And he works in an industry that is very male dominated, and he got doxxed. And the address that was doxed in connection with him was our house. He was no longer living with us.
Oh,
but
no.
That was like his last known address.
Yeah.
And so he called me just in a complete panic and was like, hey, here's what's happening. And our address was just out there for right-wing pieces of shit to find. And
Yikes.
I went, okay. And so I immediately started on the damage control. I got both of us. We are not sponsored by this company, by the way, but I got both of us on Incogni to like strip all of our records off the internet on a rolling basis. And honestly, we probably should have been on it anyway.
I was looking at that one. You recommend without being
without being sponsored by
an endorsement?
Incogni, reach out if you want to sponsor.
Yeah, sponsor the pod.
I've had a great experience with it.
Okay.
It's expensive, but I mean the peace of mind.
Yeah.
And it's on a rolling basis, so it's not a one-time service you pay for. It's a subscription, and so I get an email like once a month, and they're like, "Here's the update. Here's stuff we found." And then if they find a bunch of new things popping up through data brokers, I'll get an email immediately, and they're like, "Hey, are these your profiles? Do you want us to take these down?"
Oh, nice.
So,
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had to let our local law enforcement here know. Flag our house in case I ever get swatted, that they can. I've given them my roommates' names and phone numbers.
Yeah.
In case they ever get something.
That's an interesting idea. I didn't know you could it makes sense, but I didn't know you could preemptively let the police know, like, hey, I'm a public figure. There is a non-zero possibility that I'm going to get swatted.
Yeah. It was after the second time I was dinged by libs of TikTok. Yeah.
I have to wonder how empty and sad is your life?
Trust me, I've encountered so many.
Do.
It's so very empty and so very sad.
It's just like wild to me that the idea that other people living authentically to themselves, whatever that means, can be so threatening to someone that they then build their entire personality around tearing that down. I've never understood that. Like, I recognize it, I see it, but I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. It's wild to me.
Yeah.
And I've had to deconstruct like how I felt about queer and trans people as a Mormon when I was going through that.
Right.
And deal with all those feelings and all the denial that was there.
Yeah.
But now I see all these angry people and I'm like, oh, girl, I was in the closet once too. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not right.
Yeah.
But I surely understand where you're coming from.
It's not right, but I see you.
Yeah.
And I think it is just that. I talked about this in, I was in a documentary called Reflection of Self with Unlocked Films.
Amazing.
And it was about queer and trans people existing, right? And one of the things I said in my interview, and I stand by it still, we filmed this during the pandemic. It was like 2020 or 2021, but I still stand by this. I think a lot of the negativity that comes from the right and that comes from, and it's not exclusively the right? Like there are homophobic and transphobic Democrats.
I've discovered them.
I've met them. But there is something very threatening, I think, about seeing someone live authentically when you in your life feel that you have not been allowed or afforded that. If you feel that, well, I have not been allowed to be my authentic self, why should anyone else be allowed?
That's so odd. I was just thinking about that the other day.
I really think
thing.
That's a big part of that mechanism.
Yeah.
Of like, well, I haven't had this, so nobody else should. It's kind of
like my church says I'm not allowed to have this.
Exactly.
And so now it's like this awful feeling inside of me needs to go somewhere.
Yes.
And it's gonna go here.
Yeah. So
Or
I'm
whatever.
gonna aim it
Yeah.
at the nearest queer person.
Sorry, I said that as if this was a visual medium. I
Right.
made a fist.
Yeah. Yes.
It goes here in the fist you can't see, but it's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah, I think about that a lot. And I think about that when I encounter people that I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I try to center myself back on. There is some need of theirs that has not been met.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever this is not about me
It
specifically.
never is about you specifically.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. That's been something. Yeah, I've encountered that both in restroom and now I use the locker rooms at the Larkspur. I was very shy about that for a long time until I finally got through this like I deserve to be here sort of thing.
Yes.
Like and I've received endless support, which is lovely from very old gray-haired women.
Fabulous.
Yeah, and a couple little. But those people were knocked down quickly by our lovely Parks and Rec department.
Good.
Who have a no tolerance policy for that kind of shenanigans.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. It's
Shout out
wild.
to Parks and Rec in Bend.
Big shout out to Ben Parks and Rec. It's
Yeah.
an amazing, amazing organization. They do some really incredible things. And that, if if you're at a point in your life where you are harassing someone in the bathroom, you need to put a magnifying glass on your own behavior.
Oh, for sure.
And your own, like, whatever is making you harass somebody else in a bathroom, that's something that, like, you need to sit with. The other person is not the problem. And this is speaking as someone who has I have thrown cisgender men out of women's bathrooms for following women into the bathrooms and harassing them. Trans women are never the problem in a bathroom.
No.
Trans women are never the problem in a bathroom. So if you're at a point in your life where you're harassing people in the bathroom, just like sit with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you doing that? Why are you like
what do you
that?
think that's all about?
So
It's not about that person.
no,
Because you didn't know that person 2 seconds ago.
Exactly.
Ah.
So speaking of bathrooms,
Yes.
there was a change yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to address.
Yes. Should we take a little break, come back?
Absolutely.
Talk about some issues?
More after the break.
All right. Welcome back to Two Pans in a Pod.
Hello.
I'm Davie,
I'm Kit.
and we've been catching up because we haven't done an episode in 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to Continuing Catch-Up Corner.
Well, actually, we want to talk about some stuff that's been going on in the news, and the thing that I've been following real close lately is our neighbor state of Idaho.
Yes.
They passed a really horrific bathroom ban where a person could be criminalized for not using a bathroom that aligns with their assigned gender at birth. And they, so many offenses, it would turn into a felony, and you could do up to 5 years.
Cute.
Yeah.
In an Idaho prison.
Yeah, exactly. So yesterday, June 16th, a federal judge granted a request for a preliminary injunction blocking the enforcement of HB 752. District Court granted the plaintiff's request for relief, which was tailored to the most acute circumstances. Anyway, so now trans people in Idaho don't have to fear at least criminal prosecution for using the gender or the bathroom that aligns with their gender.
So that is some good news.
That is good news. I wanted some good news.
I spend a lot of time in Idaho. My dad has some health issues, and as his sort of primary family caregiver, I spend quite a bit of time driving him back and forth from Burns to Boise.
Yeah.
And my sister lives in Nampa, so I spend a ton of time going back and forth. And as a non-binary guy, I hate the men's restroom. It took me years to be comfortable even going into a deserted men's restroom just because of all the bathroom shit with trans people that goes on. And even Oregon can be sketchy about it. We live in a fairly open area, open-minded area, but
Central Oregon's pretty purple.
it is.
Yeah.
And so then the first time I used a men's bathroom by myself, the floor was sticky and it smelled like pee. And I got home that night and I asked my partner, who's a cisgender man, I was like, hey, buddy, are they always like this? And he was like, which bathroom was it? And I told him where I was, and he was like, oh, weird. That one's usually pretty good. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, this is a spectrum? Like, and he said, do you understand now why I'm so strict about not wanting shoes on in the house? And I went, yeah, because women's bathrooms aren't like that.
No.
And so that was an alarming experience for me. And so as a non-binary guy who also my quote unquote pass rate is very hit or miss. It depends on what I'm wearing, who I'm talking to,
Same.
where I am. Like, I never know.
Yeah.
And so I typically use the women's restrooms for just a variety of reasons. But it's good to know that at least the criminal side of things is not something I'm going to need to worry about as much.
Yeah, I travel through southern Idaho to get to Salt Lake City frequently.
Yeah.
Just celebrated Mom's 80th.
Yay!
Yeah,
Happy
last month.
80th.
Yeah. She's amazing. She's still doing real well.
Yeah. Is
Uses-
that the picture? I saw a picture, I think, with you and all your siblings and your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
So cute.
Sister just got engaged to her girlfriend.
Yay!
Yeah, in Texas.
Oh.
They're representing in Texas in near Fort Worth. What is it? Arlington,
Oh, okay.
Texas.
Wow.
Yeah.
More power to y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Texas. So, I mean, it's funny to say I like Texas because it's so big that you drive through 8 different biomes on your way across
That's true.
the state.
There's like 18 different Texases,
Right.
depending on what you're referring to.
But every Texas I've been in is just, the countryside is just beautiful, and the sunsets are to die for.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. My experience with Texas was mostly Houston. That's where Dad lived until he passed, and I did not like it.
Yeah,
The
Houston.
freeways are scary.
Yes, they are.
The temperature is outrageous.
Yes.
The humidity is 200%.
Yes.
I don't know how they do that.
Yeah.
Physically, it shouldn't be possible.
Everyone's just a big moss ball walking around.
It's awful. Yeah, everybody's a walking reflecting pool. And Dad was there, so that wasn't great.
So then it's just my first experience, the first time I went to Texas was immediately after Hurricane Harvey. I was on the ground 2 days after the water receded. I went as part of a disaster relief operation, and I flew into Houston, and I got a call, and they said, "Hey, we need you to rent a truck." And I said, "What?" And they said, "Yeah, the other guy that flew in with you isn't old enough. He was like 19. So we need you to rent a truck." And so I rented this humongous truck and was driving it on the freeways out of Houston on my way to, I think Beaumont was where our base of operations was. And so I'm driving on these massive freeways in this huge lifted truck going, thank God I'm an ambulance driver because otherwise this would be a nightmare.
Oh my gosh.
And I got to see the sunset from the Houston freeways, and I was like, damn, this is so beautiful. Like, I immediately just fell in love with the sunsets. And then Beaumont was gorgeous. I met a really amazing Buddhist family that we were helping them out with their home, and they invited me to their Sangha practice, and they came to pick me up from our base of operations. They came to get me that night and take me to their Sangha practice, and it was just awesome.
Oh, wow.
So I had a great experience.
That's a very
in
cool
Texas.
experience. Yeah.
But it was also, I think, and I've been to North Carolina after hurricanes. I've been all over Washington after wildfires, and like, there's something about when you go into a community in crisis after a natural disaster like that, everyone is just so happy to see you. Like, they're so relieved that people are there to help. And so I think you meet people on their worst day, but at their best.
Yeah.
Because they're just so happy you're there. And so all of these tiny rural communities I've been into, I don't know what they're like on a day-to-day basis, but I know that when I was there, they were amazing and hospitable and kept me fed, and they were full of mosquitoes. My God. So many mosquitoes. But other than that,
the nihilist in me does not want to believe that there's more good than bad in the world, but I really do believe it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. The loud ones are the baddies.
Exactly. And there's a reason vocal minority
is
a phrase, right? And that I have to hang on to that. I'm a big believer in positive nihilism. Like, none of this matters anyway, so you might as well be kind, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
what's the harm in just not being a dick?
So that's my kind of nihilism. I'm like, none of this fucking matters, so we
Yeah.
might as well be good to each other.
Yeah,
Like,
I like that. Yeah,
period.
there you go.
Yeah.
One other thing I wanted to just comment real quick. I couldn't find the organization I was looking for, but I have given some rides recently to some queer people in my. I drive rideshare for a living. I've done it for almost 7 years now, or almost 8 years. Jesus, 14,000 rides.
Wow.
I know, but I've got to pick up some queer people. I have stickers on both sides of my car on the passenger side that say "You are safe here" with all the different progressive pride colors on it. So people get in my car and we can immediately have a conversation if they choose to. I've talked to some people who have moved here to Central Oregon recently from red states, and they found assistance doing that in their relocation and even housing and jobs through nonprofits in Midwestern states. I wish I could have found the names of the organizations. The one I thought it wasn't, so I'm not going to mention that one. But there's good organizations out there helping people who need that kind of help.
Awesome.
Moving is such not the best option.
If any of our listeners know off the top of your head, like, what any of those organizations are called, please feel free to reach out. I think we have a Gmail, but you can also email us at kitsabeautifulday@gmail.com. That's KITS, a beautiful day.
Or hello@davie.studio.
Perfect. So if you're listening to this and you go, oh, I know what one of those organizations is, please send us a message and let us know so we can give them a name shout out.
Yes, please, because I would love to even know more about those organizations and what they're doing and where they're doing that.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of You Are Safe Here.
Yes.
This is a little bit of a call out to some of the businesses in downtown Bend. As a small business owner in downtown Bend, it came to my attention that a lot of businesses in the downtown area during this most recent Trump administration have taken down their You Are Safe Here stickers, or the You Are Welcome Here, like little pride stickers. So we noticed... and a lot of people who shop downtown have noticed. This was actually brought to my attention by somebody else who does a lot of shopping in downtown Bend.
Yeah.
So for our listeners, just be aware. If you see a sticker came down, I guess they're saying they don't want our business. But
now I'm going to play the other side of this coin for a minute. I understand that some of those stickers faded, really badly. Like, you could barely even see what they said out anymore. Some of those were not UV proof, or they'd been on windows for a long time. Here's a little thing, though. I found my stickers on Etsy.
Boom.
You can find stickers on Etsy.
Yeah.
You can put them in your window.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. You don't need somebody to, like, walk into your business and hand you a sticker and say, will you please put this here?
Right.
You can take the initiative.
I seem to remember hearing back when the stickers were first going up that they were being given out as part of it was like a training or a meeting that small businesses were going to through, maybe it was the Bend Business Association or something.
Possibly.
And so people were like getting these stickers. But if yours faded and you still want queer clientele, I highly recommend just getting another sticker, because especially in the local, with political temperature being the way it is right now, I certainly see that as a we don't need or want your business.
Absolutely.
With everything going on in the world right now, if you do something like taking a sticker down, taking a flag down, taking a rainbow down, like, I'm going to notice and I'm going to avoid your business. So.
And if you are a queer person and you would like to know where you can shop that is safe and maybe even supportive of queer owners or queer employees, everywhereisqueer.com is available for you, absolutely free.
Yes.
And it shows in your area all the queer-owned and queer-supported businesses.
It's an excellent organization. They've done a lot of work to make that happen. I need to update my profile because I don't think Catabasis is on there, but I am. As a tattoo artist, I'm on there.
Perfect.
But yeah, that's a great website to go through. I think they have an app now too.
They do. They got an app. I've mutuals with the founder, and I've gotten a few bumps about the new app.
Excellent. So what else do we... Oh, earlier I was cracking myself up listening to the last episode we recorded because I was still pretty early in my journey on testosterone, and my voice is cracking. I was listening to the episode going, ooh, that's squeaky.
How long has it been now?
Oh gosh. I think it's been 5 years, and I've been kind of off and on. With the ADHD and the executive dysfunction, it's really easy for me to forget. And then weeks go by and I go, oh yeah, I should probably do that. And my doctor is very supportive of it. She's like, whatever helps you feel more at home. Like, that's the whole reason we're doing this. And I'm like, yeah, it's mostly just forgetting.
Yeah.
But originally I was on almost a microdose. I was on a really, really,
I remember that,
low dose.
That didn't last very long, though.
It lasted for a couple years.
Did it really?
And then I went up by milliliter. I went up very, very slowly. And now I'm on the low end of a fully masculinizing dose. So once I figured out that like facial hair wasn't going to kill me, and I discovered that I enjoy shaving and I'm enjoying the changes, and I'm getting more joy and more sort of affirmation out of the changes, because I was afraid I wouldn't like them.
Yeah.
So I'm on whatever my dose is now. I haven't done my injection in a few weeks, so
oopsie.
You know.
I have to do my pills every day.
Yeah.
And that's because that's what insurance will cover.
Totally.
So
yeah.
But I'm on the blockers, the spironolactone, the bitter pill from hell. Anybody who's taken one of those knows how awful they taste.
Ew.
They don't coat them at all.
Oh.
No.
Why?
I don't know.
It's like Mucinex. You take a Mucinex and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Horrible.
And then I'm on 3 times the dose of estrogen that they would give a woman who's doing like menopause HRT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the testosterone blocker isn't working.
Cute.
My testosterone's still high.
Huh.
Oh yeah. No, my doctor was like, "Hey, if you were a cis man, you'd have like really great testosterone levels." I'm like, "I've been on blockers for a year."
Wow.
Yeah. So the next step is removing the testosterone factory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just, I'm not going to go through the whole, and I'm candid about this to everybody. I'm not going to go through the whole bottom surgery. I don't want to do that.
Sure.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
But I don't need those anymore.
Yeah.
They're just in the way. They literally in the way.
Yeah. That's kind of how I felt about my chest. I was like, this is really in the way.
Yeah.
And I'm not enjoying them.
Yeah. So I can't wait. I need to call the clinic up in Portland and schedule a consult for my orchiectomy.
Orchiectomy. I love that word.
Yeah.
Orchiectomy.
Or an orchie.
Orchie.
Yeah.
I do. I love that word.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm evicting the twins. They usually live in the upstairs apartment all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only let them out at night.
Well, yeah, you got to let them out to like go potty and get some air. And,
Yeah.
like, take them on a walk around the block.
They do recommend not tucking at night while you sleep.
Fair enough.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, we do things safely.
Yeah. Yes. That's one of those things as trans people that nobody tells you is like there's quite a bit of stuff that if you do it wrong or if you do it too much, you can really damage yourself. Things like overbinding, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to think like, oh, well, that's not going to happen to me. And then you end up with a binding injury or, God forbid, a torsion or something really unideal.
Yeah, you don't want any of those things.
Yeah. And that the individual exceptionalism, well, that's not going to happen to me. I can do it. It's fine. I'm not going to be one of the 20% or whatever. Like, yeah.
Hey, let's take a little break. I got one little recommendation I want to make before we wrap things up, if that's okay.
Perfect.
And we're back. Season 3 of Three Pans in a Pod.
3 pans.
Apparently. Where did the other pan come from?
We do have a third chair here.
It's my purse chair. That's where I keep my purse.
Your purse chair. The purse is the third pan.
Yeah. Hey, this has been a blast. I got to share a book with you. I went to this event last year with my daughter for Pride. It was a book signing event in Prineville.
Nice.
We went to Prineville and had this little event, and it was amazing. This book is called American Teenager: How Trans Kids Are Surviving Hate and Finding Joy in a Turbulent Era by Nico Lang. It's really easy to hear all the bad news about trans people and how they've been treated and the way the government is treating us right now. This is amazing, good stories about actual teens just struggling to be teenagers.
Awesome.
But doing it with familial support.
Awesome.
Yep. So check that out. If you are in the mood, get your library card out.
Yes.
And go get American Teenager.
Yes, and you mentioned off mic that the audiobook is also really good.
The audiobook was really good. I
Excellent.
usually do the audiobooks.
Excellent. And then coming up, I got a couple events that I want to shout out. I'm not involved with either of these. I just think they're neat. So this episode will be coming out tomorrow, Friday.
Yes.
This event is this Saturday, June 20th. Tomorrow is actually Juneteenth, but there's a Juneteenth celebration happening here in Bend at Open Space Event Studios on Saturday the 20th from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. There's going to be a vendor market. There's going to be local food vendors, community building. There's going to be a barber on-site barbering services. There's going to be music, and We Black Radio is going to be present. So that's happening this weekend. If you're hearing this on Friday, make sure you put that on your calendar for Saturday. And then coming up on the 26th, 27th, and 28th of this month, there is the Roller Pride Skate and Dance Party happening at the Pavilion. I went, I think it was last year, and I had a great time. Friday is all ages, Saturday is 18 and over, and then Sunday is the family skate. And I believe that starts at 7:30 p.m. every night.
I love that.
So stick that on your calendar and break out your skates.
I love seeing queer families around Bend. It's just made my heart so happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is my co-host, Kit. They use they, he pronouns. Where can we find you, Kit?
You can find me on Instagram at Kit's a Beautiful Day or Blue Sky or whatever. If you see Kit's a Beautiful Day, it's me. And you can also find me at Catabasis Tattoo. And yeah, this is my co-host Davie, who uses she, they pronouns. And where can we find you?
You can find me at davie.studio. That is my online radio station. Play a lot of old 20th century music and a protest song at the top of every hour.
Beautiful.
And then I am Davie Felton everywhere else.
That's Davie.
Yes.
Excellent.